Have you ever learned something cool, only to have it disappear from your brain a few days later? It happens to all of us. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. But what if I told you there's a simple science-backed trick to make information stick? It's not magic, it's a method called spaced repetition. Think of it like this. Instead of cramming everything into one marathon study session, you look at the information in short bursts over a longer period. You space out your learning. It's a powerful way to tell your brain, hey, this stuff is important, please save it for later. It's a learning superpower anyone can develop. The idea behind spaced repetition is elegant. Your brain is a fantastic machine, but very efficient. It likes to clear out info it thinks you don't need to make room for new things. Spaced repetition interrupts that clearing out at just the right moment. Each time you revisit a piece of information, you send a strong signal to your brain that this particular fact, word concept, it's like watering a plant. You don't dump a whole bucket of water on it once and expect it to thrive for a month. You give it a little water every few days, and consistent care helps it grow strong roots. Let's talk more about what our friend Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered. He drew a graph of his findings, and it's now famously known as the forgetting curve. It's a simple line that goes down, down, down over time. Right after you learn something new, your memory of it is at 100%. You feel like you'll remember it forever. But if you do nothing to review it, that memory starts to fade, and it fades fast. Within just one day, you might forget more than half of what you learned. After a week, almost all of it could be gone. It's not your fault, it's just how our brains are wired to work. Think of your brain as a busy office manager. Every day, tons of new information comes across your desk. Names, faces, facts for a test that song you heard on the radio. The manager can't possibly file everything away permanently, it has to make choices. If a piece of paper sits on the desk and is never looked at again, the manager assumes it's not important. The forgetting curve is just a chart of this natural tidying up process. It shows the rapid decline of memory for information that isn't revisited. It's a universal human experience affecting everyone in the same predictable way. Now this might sound a little discouraging, right? It's like our brains are designed to forget. But here's the cool part. Understanding the forgetting curve is the first step to conquering it. The curve isn't fixed in stone. You can change its shape. Every time you review the information, you essentially tell that office manager, hold on, don't throw that paper away, I need it. When you do that, the curve flattens out. The rate of forgetting slows down dramatically. You're essentially resetting the clock on that memory, making it stronger and more resistant to fading away over time. It's a powerful insight into how we can take control of our own learning. So, the forgetting curve isn't our enemy. It's more like a guide. It shows us exactly when we need to act to save a memory from disappearing. Without this knowledge, we might study randomly, hoping for the best. But with it, we can be strategic. We know that the most critical time to review something is just as we're about to forget it. Catching a memory right on the edge of that downward slide and pulling it back up is the most efficient way to strengthen it. It's like a perfectly timed rescue mission for your knowledge, ensuring it stays safely in your long-term memory banks. So, you're ready to start spacing out your learning. That's awesome. The great news is that you don't need any fancy or expensive equipment to do it. You can start right now with one of the oldest and most effective learning tools ever invented. Flashcards. Simple, humble index cards. On one side you write a question or a prompt like the Spanish word gato. On the other side you write the answer, cat. The key is how you use them. You can create a simple system, often called the Lightner system, using just a few boxes or piles. It's a wonderful, low-cost way to get started. Here's how a simple flashcard system works. Label 3 boxes. Box 1, everyday. Box 2, every 3 days. Box 3, every week. All your new cards start in box 1. Each day, you go through the cards in that box. If you get a card right, you graduate it to box 2. If you get it wrong, it stays in box 1 for tomorrow's review. Then you review the cards in box 2. You only do this every 3 days. If you get a card in box 2 correct, it moves to box 3. If you get it wrong, it gets demoted all the way back to box 1. This system automatically spaces out your reviews based on how well you know the material. Of course, we live in a digital age, and technology has made this process even easier. There are fantastic apps designed specifically for spaced repetition. One of the most powerful and popular ones is called Anki. It's a free program for your computer and has mobile versions as well. You create digital flashcards, and Anki's smart algorithm takes care of all the scheduling for you. It tracks when you need to see each card based on your performance. If you find a card easy, it will show it to you far in the future. If you struggle, it will show it to you again very soon. It takes all the guesswork out of the spacing. Other user-friendly apps like Quizlet also have spaced repetition features built in. Many of these platforms offer pre-made decks of flashcards for common subjects like languages, medical terms, history dates, which can save you a lot of time. But don't forget the power of simple self-testing. After reading a chapter in a textbook, close the book and try to write down the main ideas from memory. Or try to explain the concept out loud to a friend, or explain it to your pet. This act of active recall is a form of spaced repetition in itself, and it costs absolutely nothing. The tools are there, from simple paper to sophisticated software, ready for you to use. The beauty of spaced repetition: it's not just for memorizing vocabulary lists, it's a flexible technique you can apply to almost any area of your life. Let's consider learning a new language instead of just drilling words. Full sentences, grammar, rules, pronunciation. You could have a flashcard with an English sentence on one side and the Spanish translation on the other. This helps you learn words in context, which is much more effective. Apps like Anki even let you include audio clips so you can test your listening comprehension and practice your accent. Now think about preparing for a big exam: history, biology, mathematics. Cramming the night before is tempting, but we know it's ineffective for long-term retention. A better approach is to start early. After each class or lecture, create a few key flashcards or summary notes on the most important concepts. Put them into your spaced repetition system. By the time the exam is a week away, you won't be learning the material for the first time. Instead, you'll be doing a final, confident review of information that is already securely stored in your brain. This reduces stress and leads to much better and more lasting understanding. This method isn't limited to academic subjects either. You can use it to build practical skills. Are you learning to play the guitar? You can create cards for different chords. The prompt side could have the chord name like G major.